Greetings, fellow welder jockeys. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Space Engineers, Episode 4, Retrofitting the Pod. You can see how much faster I filled up my bag with 100% on. Well, alright, to be fair, I should have dumped a bunch of the parts that I had on me that filled up my inventory. That was dumb. But it's a pretty short trip, so it's not too inconveniencing. Oh, hi. You don't belong here. Come on. Make sure that the smelter is smelting the iron over the cobalt. Cobalt takes a long time to smelt, so I don't want the iron to get backed up behind it. Surprise it! Thanks for gifting out a sub as well. Alright, what were we waiting on? Comp. Alright, let's see. Happy little pod. That's done. It's 3 more comp, 2 more motors, 5 more comp and 2 more motors. And then all that's left is to slap a gyro on this thing. And then very carefully shimmy out of our tenuous position. Alright, gyroscope is 15 steel plate. Not the big gyroscope, I want the small one. 5 comp. One tube. 2 motors. 3 computers and 10 more plates. Oh, my inventory's full, because I took all the steel tubes. Alright, somewhere it's not going to get beat up. I'm going to definitely move it later on, but I'm going to nest it in here so it can't take damage from collisions. Oh, and I forgot a computer. Louie, thanks for gifting out a sub too. I'll drink to that. I have almost 300 computers, and almost every single computer that I have was spider donated. Those spiders are the best. Alright, you know, if I was smart, I would add a landing gear. Nah. Who needs to be smart? I'm having a hard time. Oh, you know, some of my engine's thrusters might be off. Yep, there we go. Okay. Something fell off, but it could be. Oh God, too fast. Woo! Alright. I don't know, that was more elegant than probably you guys expected. Yep. He'll buff out. Yep. It'll buff out. You can see why I stuck the gyroscope deep into the chassis. Because if the gyroscope breaks, I lose all ability to, you know, to sort of pitch and yaw and roll. What fell off the... I'm pretty sure I heard things go clink. Eh, who cares? I have my pod! Yes, that's what matters. Alright, questions for you guys. What to do next? I can add more wind turbines. I can add walls to the base. Add a connector to the pod, or... I'm going to call it the ship now. Or... keep... Well, I'll just do keep working on the ship. You are very ugly. I cannot wait to make you pretty. So one of the reasons why I love to use the respawn pod as, like, my ship is the respawn pod has this GPS marker attached to it that you can always see no matter what, which is unique to the respawn pod, which is pretty cool. The other ships that you build, you need to add beacons or antennas to them for them to be marked without, like, scripts or whatever. And I'm not running scripts, so it allows me to know where this pod is at all times, and doesn't require power, which is pretty neat. Alright, keep working on the pod. First order of business, I would say, is to add landing gear so that I can actually... Oh, nope. Even before that, kill some spiders. I'm pretty sure there was others. Come out, come out. They're shy. It's cute. I never know which way's forward or backwards with these things. And I need one more motor for this. Oh, am I out of iron? Nope, there's the motor. The other thing I'm going to do is to put it up on stilts when I park it, so that I can work on the underside more easily. So there we go. The landing gear is locked. Before I do anything else, let's add some landing gear controls. So I'm going to call this just pod landing gear. And I'm going to turn off all of the automatic stuff because I don't want it. So now on my hotbar here, I have switch lock, so I can lock the landing gear on command. Nice. Next order of business is to start to clean up the thrusters that don't make any sense. I mean, I slapped them on just to get myself unstuck from my location, but they're not where I want them now. Also, it looks like I lost some structural pieces off the back end of this thing, but that's fine, because I'm gutting this whole thing anyway. So I like to, and probably a lot of experienced players will agree, build symmetrically, and also build so that things are balanced. So if I have like 2 forward thrusters, I want 2 rear thrusters so that I can brake and accelerate at the same rate, which gets to be sort of important later on. Especially in space, you don't want to be slamming into things at like 100 meters a second and blowing up and dying. Because the thrusters that point upwards have to push against gravity, it is more useful to have more up thrust than down thrust for the most part. So I'll have like 4 up thrusters and maybe like only like 2 down thrusters. So that part won't be so symmetrical. Alright, let's go ahead and make the back end symmetrical. Oh, there's also these corner lights I probably gotta get rid of. I don't need to get rid of, but I don't want them. Alright, pretty gutted, and I think symmetrical at this point. Sort of. Some pieces might be missing. Alright, I would like to get another battery in. One, you have a lot of thrusters, especially like thrusters that require power, like ion thrusters, but generally speaking, when you have a lot of thrusters, you need your batteries can only supply a certain amount of power, and you don't want to have your ships require more power than your batteries can output, because then your ship will, you know, become, you know, kind of undrivable. So let's get another battery in there. Oh, the spot that I want to put it needs... There we go. Nice and symmetrical to the other side, as you can see. And now back to the printing of the 80 power cells. Are you sure you guys don't want walls? It's fine. Just being interrupted all the time. So what am I running low on? Nickel and iron is low-ish, but I might actually have enough for the power cells. So while that prints off, I will decide where the rest of the thrusters go. Or, better yet, I am going to decide to put in... I might move my cockpit. Yeah, I'm gonna change the cockpit too. Sorry, thrusts. But I'm fickle today. I want myself like a fighter cockpit, I think. So the fighter cockpit has a large connection spot on the back, which is going to make it easier for me to transfer items around for a ship of this form factor. And I think the gyro is going to have to go as well. Maybe put, oh, I see. Yeah, I'll leave that hole there for now. Metal grids. Four displays. Bunch of computers. That's not enough computers. And then 40 bulletproof glass. Alright, there's my cockpit. Visibility is actually a little bit lower as a result. Especially because of these side metal things. So I might actually move where the side thrusters are as well. A lot of bit of redesign. But because I like the fighter cockpit, I don't want... Actually, I can't really see those thrusters all that much. They're not really in the way. If they become a problem, I can always change it. So the reason I wanted this large slot back here is I want to put a medium cargo so they can store stuff and attach it right to the cockpit so that I can freely transfer whatever I want between them. Because these larger connection ports allow you to transfer items, whereas the smaller connection ports on small grid only allow for ores. Oh, right, and the batteries are cheaper. I have way more power cells than I need, because this is small grid versus big grid. Yeah. Derp. Okay. Batteries are added. So, 5 interior plates. Coming right up. I believe I pulled the gyro off of this, so I'm going to want the gyro back. Also might want to make it more sleek. But making sure not to take away any of the metal that is load-bearing. As that would not be great. Not a bad look. So get the back thrusters in. And then I'll put thrusters in all 6 directions so that it's flyable again. What does thrust cost? They're, more metal grids. Oh, more motors too. Just 2 of you? That's it? I'm not even worth murdering now? Oh no, there's 3. Where are you? I think this one's bugged out. Yeah, it's bugged. So it's bugged, whereas if I get close to it, it will harm me. But it can't move. So in order to unbug it, travel away from its stationary location and it will up burrow and you'll be able to kill it. It's bugged to the point where like it won't even take damage otherwise. I could have shot it and then bullets would have gone through. Just some weirdness. Okay. I don't use the build planner now. I use the build planner when I get a full assembler because it will be able to make the parts fully. I don't bother with the build plan. I mean, I could do the middle mouse button build planners, but I'm going to be building this way, and this is the way I want it. Just kind of, you know, because I don't really have a plan anyway. I will put the back thrusts here. Oh, so the other thing about the thrusters is it will start to destroy things that it connects with. So if I had like 4 thrusts like this, it will actually damage the blocks behind it. So you have to be cognizant of that. So put the... If I wanted to use the build planner, I could go just to where? Best plan is no plan? I mean, I have an overarching plan, but well, we're not there yet. Alright, so we have up, backwards, and now forwards. So then we'll need the rights and lefts. And I might do some up as well, just in case I flip. I am almost certainly going to run out of ingots for that last queue. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of iron. So I'm gonna drop all of the stuff that I have on me and go fetch some. Bottle? Yeah, the bottle's full. Cool.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I didn't even have to do any mining. It was all there from the last time I was there. Hey, you got a bite in. Good for you. Your 52 cousins. They didn't. Only one other. So far, the mountain has a better kill ratio than than the bugs themselves. Okay, so if I did add up, let's go ahead and do it. Put in there. That'll work. Need more comp. Alien Planet's a lot of fun. I mean, the benefit of the bugs is they do give you a lot of materials that you need. Of course, then you have to deal with the bugs, but, you know, I find it entertaining. They're not particularly difficult, and you could, of course, just, like, beeline to get turrets to be able to do... Well, I'd be really personally worried about turrets, because sometimes turrets don't really care what direction they fire, and they will absolutely shoot you. But, yeah, it doesn't take a lot of gunpowder to deal with the bugs. Alright, the other thing I want in here is... Surprise, surprise, more cargo. So I'm going to do another medium attached here once I have interior plates. What else do I need for this? Construction comp, display, computers, and interior plates. I'll just queue up a lot of comp. I'm actually kind of surprised the Pogs haven't given me more. Usually they give you a pretty high percentage of construction comp, but I've been getting loads of computers. I could also start disassembling computers. I don't want to start disassembling them until, like, I've built what I want to build. It'd be pretty dumb to disassemble computers and then only have to reassemble them. I mean, it only costs power, which is like some wind or whatever, but still. It's one of those, like, measure twice, cut once. But given that this is my, like, 5th iteration of the pod already, clearly I don't follow that all too tightly. Before I forget, let's get a gyro on this thing. It's easy to forget, and if you do forget it, you pretty quickly crash without it. How necessary is the gyro? Oh, basically mission critical. Without a gyro, you lose most of your maneuverability and your ship just kind of flops around and crashes. It's hilarious. Not particularly productive, but hilarious. Alright, let's add some structural elements around that pod back there. And how's my... Okay, yeah, I have plenty of hydrogen. Oh, hi, friends. Nope, missed me. What, do you not have a body? A corporeal body? There, that one hit. Don't worry, I have more bullets than you have brains. The magnesium, I have found a note of magnesium, but like the magnesium I got, I actually didn't mine. I got it from bugs. They gave it to me. They were like, here, sir, here's a gun. We like punishment. And I was like, oh, all right. I mean, weird kink, but who am I to shame? And then I started blasting. I'm not particularly skilled at making sexy crafts, so this is going to be function over form by a lot. Jetpack, please. Ah, I see you implemented the serpentine pattern of trying to not get shot in the face. Unfortunately, I like a challenge. What do you mean, no sneaky sound? Oh. Arr. Ha! There we go. Oh, I'm not running any mods at all here. You can read the details if you'd like. Okay. Forward. So right and left I don't have. And I was going to add them here. Is Yoda a multi-poo? He's a multi-gray poo. He's got some Italian Greyhound in him. Alright. 20, 40, 60, 80 comp. Am I running out of nickel yet? Yeah, I'm running low on nickel. Alright. While that prints up, let's go get my nickel. Gold, silicon. How about this? I have a better idea. GPS. Nickel. You're gonna be colored. A different color. There we go. Too fast! Oh, is this not... I didn't tap this one already? I thought I had a tunnel to it. Oh, there's iron red over there too. That's, I'm gonna mark that down, because that's, like, closer than... Well, the tunnel I already have going is, like, pretty convenient. I think my tunnel was here? I had a tunnel going. Whatever. Oh my god, this is... like... absolutely nutty terrain. Alright, I hear spiders. I wonder if they are even going to be able to get to me in this tunnel. Because this tunnel is, like, pretty well obscured into the terrain.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Sorry, Bugs, not today. 4 tubes, 4 grids. And then 72 motors. If I'm already having trouble speaking, and I'm only 2.5 hours in, oh boy, am I in for a treat. So, about 30 more motors. Make it 31. Jeez. Just had to kill you guys. Man, you guys should form a union because you're working way harder than you probably ought to. Oh, good. It looks like you're invisible. Yep, you were. Invisible bugs. Is invisible bugs a bug? Or is it an invisible bug? Oh, good. You gave me mortars. Motor. Oh my god. Now it's an earworm, and I'm not going to be able to undo that. Okay, so we have all directions accounted for on this beautiful, beautiful pod. So what should I do next? Add more wind. Search for add walls to the base. Connect the pod to the base to recharge. Or prepare for escape velocity. That'll be up to you. You know, I should spend a second to fix the timer there. Because it's like unreadable when I have tools out. Shame on me, right? There we go. Vote timer's somewhere a little bit easier to read. Walls for the base. I can dig it. We don't actually... It's not as big of a project as you would think. It's very easy to keep bugs out of your base. It really just involves some light armor panels like this. And like that's because they're really bad at climbing. So this is gonna be enough for like 99% of the bugs to keep them at bay, which cost me virtually no resources. I don't even have to weld this up. I mean, I could, but that's enough. Because now there's a lip all around the base, and they're not going to be able to get me quick. Every now and then, one will climb, but it's pretty infrequent. All right. Well, that was easy. I bet you guys would have voted for that a little earlier if you knew it took like 3 seconds to do. Thank you for tuning in to Space Engineers, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 23rd as a mini-series. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you have any feedback, well, keep in mind that this series was a one-time streamed only series, so changes cannot be made, and I don't have any plans to play Space Engineers again, so tips aren't needed. If you would like to catch live streams of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or at Rhadamant.com as well. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream of another game. Farewell, my fellow engineers,